On today's episode, we have Usli, my friend Usli. She is an architect, interior designer, social media influencer, and a model. And she'll be telling us all about her career and how she has gotten to where she is. And she also owns her own business, her own interior designer and architecture firm. So please, let's waste any time and tune in.
Hello everybody, my name is Silindile Ngema. So today I'm gonna be sharing with you guys my career journey. So I completed my matric in 2007. So from 2007 I took a gap year just because I wasn't sure what career path I would like to take. So I wasn't sure. So I took and the subjects that I took, I never took any subjects just because people, they say if you do this you're gonna get this. I just took whatever I felt I enjoyed. For me, I've always loved history at school. I enjoyed history and bio so much. I was the type of person that enjoyed theory so much and arts. So for me, I just did those subjects like your history, your bio, your geography, and then arts. Name and maths, because maths was standard. You had to have maths no matter what. So I also had maths. I can't remember exactly because I'm sure the curriculum is not the same because as I completed my matric in 2007, so a whole lot of things has changed, but I'm sure some things are still the same, some subjects are still the same. So those are those, like, I'm not even mentioning languages. So at my school we had a choice. It was either you doing languages, it was either you doing Afrikaans or you do Zulu. So English was standard because obviously it was a multiracial school. I decided to choose Zulu because I just thought it would be ridiculous to have Afrikaans on my matric certificate and not have my own language. It's bio, geography, history, and business economics. And yeah, so those are the main things I felt like, okay, if I do this, I think I can figure out. So after high school, and then I took a gap year, and then I started looking for peace jobs and also trying to get myself orientated. I would go visit varsities and try to go get brochures. Those, I forgot what you call those brochures that every varsity would have, and then you had all the subjects that they offer, and then it had your grades. If you qualify for this is what they're looking for. So for me, I had a year to go through those booklets and just figure out what am I gonna do, what do I qualify for. So yeah, and I've always known, even though at home, because parents sometimes they always tend to try and push us towards their dreams, what they think we should be. They don't even consider what we really want to be, whether it pays or not. But at the end of the day, it's about you fulfilling your dream and doing what you really love, what you're passionate about, because it's so important to do something that you love and you're passionate about. I know at the end of the day you need to make money, but then it becomes very toxic if you're just working for money. It becomes very toxic and depressing. So it's very important to always stick to what you like, you know. So, but yeah, and then I took a gap year, and then eventually, when the year was over, then I was working. Doing waitressing, busy doing waitressing, and then eventually, I'm doing waitressing, and then the year goes by. Now it's a new year, so I need to go back to study. So for me, I think it also helped me. It shaped me to actually go to a working environment and try to work. And because waitressing, it opened my eyes so much. I realized that this is not the kind of life that I would like to live for the rest of my life. No matter what the circumstances, I need to go back and study, because this job will never give me the life of my dreams. So but anyway, the year passed by, and then I went to varsity. So when I went to varsity, I chose DUT because previous year I was just a bit confused. I wanted to do law, but then I was short with 2 points for law, so I couldn't do law. Hence, I said I liked theory subjects, and then I was like, and then I also wanted to study drama, which I still feel that was such a huge letdown from my family to discourage me to study drama, because I think today, I would be breaking the industry. But it's because, like, because I always feel had I studied drama, like I would be so good in the creative industry, because that's where I'm at right now. And but it's cool. It's just one of those things that you learn, and you're just like, you know what, I don't want my child to go through this. So yeah, and it's something that's still part of my goals even till today. I still wanna, like, go and study drama, because I mean, opportunities in life are endless, so anything can happen. There's no reason for me to say, oh, I couldn't get an opportunity and sit and blame my family, but like I can just try and rectify that and fulfill my purpose. So I went to varsity, and then I just look at myself and I'm like, you know what, I think I love arts, and I'm such a very creative person. Why don't I give myself an opportunity? So when I made this decision, it was more like, I don't care what my family thinks. Literally, I had saved my own money because I was waitressing, had already saved my own money. And then I wrote a test, because now these arts varsities, they want you to write an entrance test. Like your metric results, they come after, but you have to have a metric certificate. So but the main thing, you write an entrance test. If you pass it, and then they accept you. So I did that test and I passed it. So when I passed my test, and then I was enrolled in Durban University of Technology in the jewelry and manufacture course. So I was meant to be a jewelry designer, guys. Like, crazy. It's crazy that today, like, I'm something else which is completely different, but it's still obviously art. So, but like, yeah, and then I studied jewelry design and manufacture. So as I was studying, and then I started researching about this course that I'm doing, I was just like researching, like, what am I gonna do after work? Am I gonna get a job? What's gonna happen? And then I just realized, well, no, man, this course, it's not really going to take me further in life, especially because we are here in South Africa. It's not even a well-known course. It's something that's very new, very rare. There isn't any opportunities unless you studying to start your own thing. And I don't have those kind of resources. So I was like, okay, next year I think I'm gonna change. Then the following year I applied for interior design. I changed. And when I changed for interior design, they made me write the entrance test as well, and I passed it. And then I was enrolled. So, like, I didn't get any credits from jewelry design because it's two completely different things. But I think it also helped me to get to the course that I liked and that I enjoyed the most, because I was already in the varsity. So, like, if you're already in the varsity, it's always easy to transfer to another course that you like. So that's why it's important that you at least you step your foot in. And then when you get there, don't just sit and do a course that you don't know where it's going to take you in life. Do your research, read, especially in first year, because that's when you have a chance to actually change. And also, you're not going to waste so much money. So it's very important to always be willing to read, do research, try new things, ask people, get people's advice. Then it'll be easy for you to know, okay, I'm doing this course. Then doing a course for 3 years, now you're about to graduate, you decide that you don't like it, you want to start over. You see, that's like really a waste of time. So it's very important that you also sort of, once you step your foot in, get yourself orientated, like find out more information of what you're doing. This will be your life. You understand what it will be your life in future. This is the life that you're gonna be living. You need to understand the concept and the depth of the course. TV misinterpreted interior design because everything looks so bougie. I thought I'll make a lot of money. I thought right now I'll be having a Porsche, owning a mansion, but like clearly that wasn't it. Like really, interior design is so much hard work. You have to be passionate about it. And a lot of people that we studied with, they fell off because it wasn't something that they were passionate about. And some people, they graduated, but they're not even practicing it because it's not that easy. You have to be so passionate about it. It's very important that you get something that speaks to your soul. So and then I studied interior design for 3 years. It was hell long 3 years. It was just very hectic. The syllabus, it's got so many things to learn. It was just so big because now we're also doing theory of architecture. We're doing so many things, and then also we need to also be creative. We're also doing typos, like you have to like use your own hands, manufacture something. We're also doing manufacture. We'll also go to an exam like everyone else and write an exam. So after studying my interior design, so I was then settled. I was happy. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I love this is me. And then I completed my interior design. After I completed my interior design, so at home they were like, I don't think you should go work right away. Maybe you should do your BTech in interior design, or do something else that relates to interior design. And then I applied for architecture, and then they were happy with my results, and then they're like, look, we're gonna credit you for a year, then you're gonna do 2 years because it relates. That's how close the course was, architecture and interior design. And then I graduated, and it was so amazing. I could not believe it that I actually did 7 years in varsity, but it paid off because now I walked out with 2 qualifications. I did 1 year in jewelry design, amazing stuff. So, but yeah, and then after that, and then I worked my first job because now I did architecture. So and then after that, and then I just worked. I got a job at PGA Architects as a young architectural technologist, a junior architectural technologist. The architecture industry is a male. It's a saturated market. Just remember what we study at school and and actually the practical work. It's not the same thing. So it's very important as well. When you get a job, just acknowledge that you are a junior, and also like when you get a job, also communicate that with them that I'm a junior. If you're willing to teach me, then you can take me in. Don't just take a job just because you're desperate, and then the next thing they expect you to deliver more than what's expected because you also did not emphasize that I'm a junior. I don't know anything. You find yourself lost in a job when if you just accept anything. You must also like accept something that according to your skills and your experience. I started working at Hetex as a showroom design consultant. And yeah, it was nice. I was enjoying the Hetex environment. It was very nice. And then I was dealing with people every day because I also figured that I don't like office environments. I don't like being caged the whole day, like doing admin work or sitting and doing drawings the whole day. So I figured that's okay. I'm a person that loves to work with people. Even if I'm doing drawings, it mustn't be too much drawings where it forces me to sit on one place the whole day. So nice. I really enjoyed that job so much. And I stayed there for 2 years. And then after 2 years, bored at Hetex, and then I found another job in Hillcrest where we were doing completely different what I was doing at Hetex, and we were doing exhibition stands, and we do events, corporate events. None. Then I left. I flew my wings and went to Joburg, to the city of gold. So when I got here in Joburg, it was still not very easy, like trying to find balance in my career. It was not easy at all. I kept on like getting like, because interior design, it's mostly like private owned company, not even mostly, it's private owned companies. So it was so hard to step into a company where like it's a big company, well known company, a company that's got like good repetition, or people know it, like, so I kept on like getting small companies, people that won't even afford to pay your salaries. Sometimes they pay you on the 25th, sometimes they pay you on the 23rd. So it always goes back to picking your passion, selecting something that you're very passionate about. Because I mean, who would stand that? If you don't even like this job, now this job doesn't even deliver your salary on time, you'll give up on that career easily like that. So because I loved interior design, I've always believed there's more. So when I got to Joburg, like I kept on job hopping. I was job hopping like it's nobody's business. And then eventually I got a company, like a black owned company. So I got hired in this company. The company was doing engineering, so it was civil engineering, but they also had like small architecture projects going on, so they needed like architects to just come in and join the company. So I was just the lucky two architects that they hired. And so I worked there like for a year and a half. And then also they also starting having like a fall down. They couldn't meet our salaries on time, and then I had to look for another job. And then I got a job immediately when I left that job there, because you must always prepare. You must always be ready for rainy days. When you see things are starting to get a bit bumpy, you must prepare yourself. So I was already prepared looking for a job. So by the time when my contract was ending on that job, I had already got another one. So I left and I started a new job. And then I got this job in 4 ways. So I started working there, and then the system, it was also a very wide owned company. So the system was also very hectic, and they work like robots. Like everything is done on a system, they microscope you. It's those weird wide owned companies. But guys, if I had to tell you about that job, the money that we were making, like we were making so much money. The company was making so much money. And like black clients will walk in and they're like being interested to buy it, like they're building, and they'll be like, why don't you start your own thing? Everyone will come in and walk in, they're like, why don't you start your own thing? And me starting my own thing, it's always been something that I've always wanted. And I once had a company with a friend, and a very good friend of mine. We decided to start a company together, and then it did not work. And also that when the company did not work, it taught me a lesson that, in life, you must never think you need to start something with someone, because our journeys are not the same, you know and then it's not like if you want to start something that you're passionate about, you must start it on your own, because our journeys are not the same. And our mindsets, you can be friends with someone, be in the same age group, but your mindsets won't be the same. And the visions won't be the same. So for me, that's when I realized. And then the company did not work out. It fell off, and it was like something that never existed. Because like our purpose, visions, alignment was not the same, because we are two completely different people. But that's like a story for another day. And then so when I got to this company, people started reminding me again about that company that I had. People will walk in and be like, why don't you start your own thing? You need to start your own thing. We're tired of giving money to these white people. You need to start your own business. Every single person that will walk in that showroom, they'll be like, you're so good, you are amazing, you need to start your own thing. So and then I stayed in that company for a year. And then now my biggest issue was the fact that, okay, I want to start my own thing, but I can't start my own thing because I need money to survive. Because, when you're starting your own thing, you're not going to get money immediately. You need to have at least something saved up. And now there's lockdown, there's corona, there's pandemic happening. Is it really a good time to start a company? Those are the questions that I was asking myself while we're on lockdown, because now I also do modeling. I do so many things, guys. I mean, I'm a person that's like literally like I take on anything, I try anything, because I believe when you are this young, this is the time where you should be trying anything, doing anything, because this is the only time you're going to be this young, and this is the only time you have this kind of energy. So I also do modeling. So this one time, and then I got like a really big deal to go shoot something, and then they were gonna pay me decent money. They paid me decent money, and that's when I was like, oh, God is giving me an opportunity to leave that job and go start my own thing. Because now I was like, this money, what am I gonna do this money? I wasn't expecting this money. This money was not even part of my plans. I don't want to buy anything. There's nothing that I was saving. This money literally just came. I was like, this is a sign that I need to start my own thing. And then, so as we went on lockdown, the company was so quick to say, we're not paying you guys. That's when I was like, yo, these companies, they really paying us. They are taking us for a ride. And then, so we started claiming from the UIF, and then people started approaching me, even while we were on lockdown, like asking, are you guys not working? Do me a drawing on the side, do this. And then I started doing the drawing. I started doing the drawings on the sides. I knew that, okay, this is it, I'm starting my own company. While we were on lockdown, I opened my company, I registered my own company, I started working on it daily. And then in December, I planned my move. I was like, okay, cool, in December I'm gonna resign because I don't want to lose so much money. I rather resign in December, so that's when I come back in Jan, I start in my own company. Even if I start getting business around March, I think I'll be fine because I have savings. Oh, and then that's when I decided, it's okay, I'm leaving this job, and I left the job, and then I started my own thing. Literally, when I left my job, I thought my company will only start picking up around March, but in January I only made like 3K, but I didn't even care because I had savings, and then I had also, because I'm also doing social media campaigns now, and so I had also money that I had done in December for a campaign. So I was like, okay, my January expenses are sorted. In February, I made more than what I would earn at work. Guys, you won't even believe it. So for me, I think it's been such a very long journey, but now I'm at a point where everything is starting to make sense. Everything is making sense. My hard work is slowly paying off. So yeah, I'll stop there, guys. So that's just my career journey. So right now I run my own firm. It's called Silindile Ngema, interior and architecture design firm. So I'm also on Instagram as it's it's SN underscore architecture interior design. So yeah, guys, yeah, now I'm running my own company. I'm fully running my own company, and my company is doing so well. I am so happy. Like, it's just really boomed unexpectedly. Like, I didn't think I'll be at this point at this time of the year. It was such a really big decision, but like, yeah, it's really paying off. Thank you guys for taking time to listen to my story, and I hope it was informative enough for everyone. And I am wishing you guys all the best. And yeah, remember to stay true to yourself, find your passion, and fight for it. Fight for your position. Take up space. Yeah.